In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from broke to rich in 5 years or less as a young man. Women, don't watch this video. This is strictly for men. If you don't know me, my name is Benny D. I went from a broke, drug-addicted musician around 18 years old. I'm 28 now, a decade later, and I run a business that does over $1 million a year, coaching online coaches and content creators on how to make a full-time income online. Currently, I'm literally living in LA in a dream home. I've got my fluffy Frenchie right here. I've literally got all of the things that I wanted as a kid. Got all the clothes that I want. I've got a huge house. I've got a sexy fiance. I've got this huge freaking house. I'm out here in LA just absolutely kicking it. And I'm gonna show you exactly how to get this. If you want to be able to order new stuff every single day, or your fiance to spend a bunch of money, if you want a giant TV, if you want a $1,000 air filter so that your quality is great, if you want a Nama juicer, if you want all of the finer things in life, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that and how I went from extremely broke to super duper rich. And yeah, if this is what you want, watch this video. Cool? Cool. Here, this is my beautiful dog that wants to watch this video as well. Matter of fact, we might as well watch it out here. So, when I was younger, I was super duper depressed. Nobody really understood me. I felt different. I felt like a chosen one. So if you feel like a chosen one, it's a great sign. You probably are. In fact, you are. You just need to accept it. And if you feel like a chosen one, that means there are certain things that you need to do and certain things that you have to understand in order to be successful. For me, it was watching all of my friends get addicted to drugs, end up in jail, end up doing stupid stuff and not having any type of future whatsoever. They were just, not to be rude, they just weren't as ambitious and didn't have as much potential as myself. I always knew as a young kid, I could fucking do this. So if you're sitting here watching this video and you know, I can fucking do this, I can do this, I know that I have the potential to be better, then you do, and you need to. So go ahead and fucking make it happen. I ran from that personally, 15, maybe even 12 to 18 to 21. All of those years I would spend running away and hiding from my potential. I would smoke weed, I would do Molly, I would do acid. I highly recommend acid, it's great. I would do anything. I would do any type of drug I could, alcohol, to get away from this feeling, this nagging in the back of my head that I have the potential to be better. So right now, ask yourself, what are you doing right now that is trying to push down that feeling inside yourself that knows that you can be better? For me, I used to watch a ton of porn. I used to play a ton of video games. I loved to stress eat. I would just binge eat food like pizza and burgers, McDonald's, that would make me just feel so sluggish and tired where my brain wouldn't bother me anymore. Smoking a ton of weed. Anything that I could do that would dumb myself down, dull my senses so I wouldn't feel bad about myself, that's what I was doing. So ask yourself, what are you doing? Write down one thing that you're doing right now to dull your senses. And then recognize, in order to get rich, this is where it gets hard, you need to get on the other side of that. You need to actually sit in that feeling that, you know, I'm not doing enough. And then figure out what is the thing that you need to do that'll get you to the next level. The first level of consciousness, the first way to become consciousness is being uncomfortable enough that you start to think in a different way. So congratulations, you're trying to dull your consciousness right now. The second step of consciousness is looking for the solution, looking for the next step. So if you're watching this video, you're probably conscious. You're probably conscious. 99% of the world is not conscious. They're just on autopilot. They go to work, they eat food, they go to sleep. They don't think in a different way. They don't see things from a different angle. So if you're watching this, you see things from a different angle. Okay? Now don't dull those senses, because that's consciousness. Instead, sit and feel in that energy and look for guides. Look for people who are conscious and are in the position that you want to be in. For me, it was Jim Rohn. For me, it was Ted Carr. For me, it was Eckhart Tolle, Alan Watts. All of these amazing people that I look up to. Creative people. Rick Rubin, right? Jay-Z. Whoever you want, whoever you follow. Russ. and follow them. So step 1, recognize that you're dulling your senses. Step 2, find yourself a mentor. It is crucial. It is imperative that you find yourself a mentor, somebody in the position that you want to be in, so that you can just start doing what they were doing at your age to get the success. And you can avoid all the mistakes that they made. So for me, it was all those drugs. It was all that bullshit. It was running, playing so many hours of video games when I could have been doing cool shit, like learning more about music, like learning more about business, like finding more about creativity. Now, I'm not saying video games are bad. I still play video games, but I do it now that I'm rich. Okay? So please ask yourself, what are you doing to dull your senses? Get rid of that. Number 3, let's just finish. I'll just end it there. That's it. Stop dulling your senses. Cut it out. Peace.